Hi everyone, and a very pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be.
How's everyone doing? Thanks for checking out True Blue Bobbleheads. We are the True Blue Bobblehead crew. I am Turbo.
And I'm Ben.
And I'm Big Worm.
And today we're going to talk about a bobblehead of a Dodgers MVP and Cy Young winner.
And an Angels MVP All-Star outfielder.
We are talking about the Mike Trout, Clayton Kershaw dual bobblehead.
Given out by the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes.
On September 4th, 2015.
Alright guys, let's go ahead and jump right into the box. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and jump right into the box here. On the front, you have Mike Trout, Clayton Kershaw, titled MVP bobblehead. On this side of the box here, you got Clayton Kershaw and his windup. On the back of the box, you just have two pictures of the MVPs, Mike Trout, Clayton Kershaw, and it just says here that, you know, the 2014 AL MVP, 2014 NL MVP. On this side of the box here, you got Mike Trout and his batting stance. And then on the top here, it just says Quakes for, you know, short for Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. So let's go ahead and jump right into the bobblehead.
Alright guys, so let's get into the review of the bobblehead. So why is this a dual bobblehead of Clayton Kershaw and Mike Trout?
Well, the reason is because at one point, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes were both an affiliate of the Angels and currently the Los Angeles Dodgers. So they're showcasing two guys that were previously on their team, and they're also celebrating the fact that they were 2014 MVPs.
They sure were. So, I am going to get into the review of
the Mike Trout part.
Mike Trout side. So, let's check this out. So, he's in his traditional, away gray jersey. He's got his number 23. He's wearing his white batting gloves. He's got his black Cucamonga Quake helmet on. His matching black bat. He's got his black cleats. Pretty cool. On the side of the bobblehead, where he's at, it says 2014 AL MVP because he plays for the American League. And that's basically the bobblehead of Mike Trout. And also on the back of the bobblehead, it has his name Trout, his number 23 that he had when he played with the Quakes. So that's a pretty cool feature they put on the bobblehead. So that's my side. Now you talk about Clayton Kershaw.
Okay, so on the Clayton Kershaw side, he's in the current Rancho Cucamonga Quakes jersey. Of course, there's a different because, when Trout played, their uniforms were a little different. Just like any organization, they, change their attire every few years. So that's, in this case, they are different. Now, Clayton Kershaw is in the pitching stance, so he's about to deliver to the plate right now. I really like how much detail they put into these Quake ones because the Quakes have a little crack in between the letter Quakes and then even on the top of their bill, and they really showcase that. And even in the back of the jersey, if you look at the number, it even has a crack through the number. So that's really cool. I mean, for being like the dual small, half the size bobbleheads, they do a really, really good job. And as far as the look of Clayton Kershaw, I mean, it looks pretty good. Yeah. Even the Mike Trout, it looks really good to be, for being this small and how detailed. Yeah. And then, like he was saying on Trout, did say about the 2014 MVP, AL. This one does say 2014 NL MVP, and that was Clayton Kershaw. So really cool, and they have their names on the front. So that's a look at this dual bobblehead. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and rate the bobblehead. Big Worm's going to join us, and then we'll go into our final thoughts.
So the crew rates each bobblehead on a scale of 1 to 5. Each bobblehead starts off with 1 point. The bobblehead has the ability to earn an extra point in 4 different categories.
All right, guys, so the time has come. Let's go ahead and rate this bobblehead.
All right, so the first category we're going to get into is likeness. We're going to go ahead and give it a point for likeness just for the simple fact that it looks exactly like Mike Trout and exactly like Clayton Kershaw.
Alright, so the next category we're going to get into is detail. They did a great job on the detail on this dual bobblehead. It's outstanding. Wonderful job. This category, we're going to give it a point.
Okay, so the next category is pose. They did a great job. I mean, Mike Trout in his batting stance, Clayton Kershaw in his pitching stance. I mean, you can't get any better. So, great pose, 1 point.
Alright guys, so the last category we're going to get into is standout. So for this category, we had a little bit of a difference between the three of us. So Turbo, why don't you give us an explanation for your...
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give standout half a point. And the reason being is, I really think that it's a good bobblehead. But I think when you put it on the shelf of bobbleheads, it kind of gets lost. And the only reason why I think that is because they're half the size of the regular bobbleheads.
Yeah.
I feel if it was a full-size bobblehead, dual bobblehead, I think definitely it would stand out.
Yeah.
But for the fact that they're half the size, I'm going to have to give it a half a point.
Okay.
Yeah, well, my opinion on the stand is, I think it's a full point. Reason being is Clayton Kershaw, it's Mike Trout, they're both together on the same bobblehead. Regardless of the size, whether it's big or small, I think it's really, really cool. I'm happy with the product, and these two All-Stars right here on the same bobblehead, that is way cool. So I think it's a standout. I give it a point.
And my final rating for this bobblehead is a 4.5.
And I give it a full 5.
Ben, okay, for me, I can go either way. I mean, I get where they're both coming from. I can go with either a 4.5 or a 5. Overall, I think it's a great bobblehead.
It is.
So, I mean, I can't really say, oh, it's a 5 or a 4.5 because I agree with both of them.
Yeah, okay. So that's our review. That's our thoughts on the rating for this bobblehead. Big Worm, final thoughts?
Final thoughts, great bobblehead. Like Ben said, you can't get any better. You got 2 great all-stars on the same bobblehead. You know, one plays for the Angels, one plays for the Dodgers. Other than that, great bobblehead. I really like this bobblehead a lot.
Yeah. My final thoughts is it's a very cool bobblehead. I'm glad that they're on the bobblehead together. Mike Trout, Clayton Kershaw, 2 all-stars. And, you know, you can't get better than this. I'm very happy with it. Go pick yours up. What do you think, Turbo?
It's amazing. Hands down. It's
Straight
an awesome
up.
bobblehead. You need to have it. Mike Trout, like you said, Clayton Kershaw, 2 of the greatest in baseball. Greatest pitcher, probably one of the greatest players. Mike Trout. I mean, come on now. I mean, we're Dodger fans. We love Dodgers. We're diehard Dodger fans. But we recognize Mike Trout as being one of the greatest in the game right now.
You can't just bypass his talent. He's a very talented guy. Yeah. I wish he played for the Dodgers.
I wish so too.
But you know what? I have much respect for Mike Trout.
I think a lot of people do. Yeah. Great bobblehead. I love it. I think you need it. You don't have it, go buy it.
Go get it.
All right, guys. So that's our review of the Mike Trout, Clayton Kershaw dual bobblehead. We are the True Blue Bobblehead crew. I am Turtle.
And I'm Ben.
And I'm Big Worm.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you for checking out the True Blue Bobblehead crew. You can also find them on Facebook at True Blue Bobbleheads and Instagram at True_Blue_Bobbleheads, Twitter at True Blue Crew 2, Snapchat at True Blue Crew 23. And remember, stay true, stay blue. We are the True Blue Bobblehead crew.